Episode 3 of Solo Leveling Season 2 begins with Jinwoo and Jinho conquering a dungeon and collecting its magic gems. Concurrently, a man, later named Sung Tu-won, confronts another gentleman on a ruined boat. The man's comrades are on the ground, but Tu-won tells him they're fine. Tu-won tells the man he wants to return home. Meanwhile, Jinwoo and Jinho visit a restaurant. Jinwoo's happy they completed all 19 quests. Jinho says he'll focus on getting his guild master's license. Then, Jinho will use his license as a bargaining chip with his father, Myunghan. Jinwoo says he's going someplace private. Jinho tells Jinwoo that he wishes he was his brother. Jinwoo tells Jinho he'll be his brother. Meanwhile, Tu-won gets imprisoned. Two men discuss Tu-won's situation. They locked Tu-won up because there was a chance he might be a humanoid beast. The two men confirm they reported Tu-won's situation to Dong-su. The two men state they'll continue the investigation once Dong-su returns. Meanwhile, Jinwoo returns to the Demon's Castle, the same castle where he fought Cerberus in Season 1. Jinwoo enters the area with his key and receives a quest notification from the player log. The log wants Jinwoo to collect 10,000 demon souls. At the same time, Jinho visits Myunghan and wants him to give him the Eugene Guild. Myunghan gives Jinho the guild, but Jinho must recruit Jinwoo to the guild. Jinho understands. Concurrently, Jinwoo defeats many demons, but he can't extract their shadows. The log gives Jinwoo an entry permit to access the area's second floor. Jinwoo summons the Ice Bear's boss. He hops on the Ice Bear's boss and notices a pack of demons. He and the Ice Bear clash with the demons. Jinwoo names the Ice Bear boss, Tank. We cut away to Haein swimming in a public pool. She reflects on her Jeju Island discussion with Choi. Choi only disclosed information about the island's flying ants to a small group. Haein argues he should have informed the public. Choi says the association didn't want him to share this information with the public. He tells Haein that they should focus on becoming the largest guild in the country. Eventually, Jinwoo collects 10,000 demon souls. Jinwoo confronts the Lord of the Lower Floors, Avaricious Vulcan, and his army. With Jinwoo's shadow soldiers and his strength, he defeats Vulcan and his army. At the same time, Dong-su interrogates Tu-won. Tu-won argues there is a force more threatening than dungeons, gates, and magic beasts. He wants to prevent that force from happening. Tu-won says people are powerless against this force. He tells Dong-su his son's name. Tu-won senses Dong-su's murderous aura and the two fight. As Jinwoo defeats Midas, the Guide of Souls, some firefighters clean up the streets in a city. Dong-su and Tu-won's clash caused this catastrophe. One of the men confirms that Tu-won defeated Dong-su. Meanwhile, Jinwoo reflects on the Demon Castle's 75th floor. Jinwoo says he has 2 of the Elixir of Life's required materials. The episode ends with Jinwoo departing and vowing to get the final item soon. This episode contained a lot of material for fans to process. While some won't mind the amount of plot points covered in Episode 3, others may have wanted the chapter to focus on 1 or 2 of them. It can be challenging to comprehend, especially during a first-time viewing. Nevertheless, many fans will adore this episode's action set pieces. Unfortunately, the anime staff didn't dedicate an episode to Tu-won and Dong-su's clash. Yet, Tu-won's victory over Dong-su shows that Tu-won is a formidable being in this world. At the same time, it'll be intriguing to see him interact with Jinwoo and Jaina. Jinwoo and Jaina haven't mentioned their father much, so it's possible there could be bad blood within the Sung family. Hopefully, fans won't have to wait weeks for either meeting. But all in all, this was an interesting chapter. Its structure was off-putting, but it set up some fascinating developments to look forward to.